Today on the homestead, we are going to be taking care of some house maintenance, and that includes changing out windows. When we purchased this place, all the windows were changed in the place except for this bedroom here, and so we have to change them before winter hits and we start losing heat. And I'm actually going to be using this winter or using this room this winter, so I'd like it a little warmer in here. So what we got here today is some just generic Home Depot windows. They're low E, so anyone that knows about windows and you want low E gas in your windows, it helps with keeping the cooler temperatures inside in the summer and keeping the warmer temperatures inside in the winter. Now, what I have to do, one thing, because our house is built differently than any other house, and that is being that we don't have ductwork here where we live. We obviously have wood burning heat, so our floor vents here are actually an illusion and are actually just covers for holes that are in the floor to the living room area where it allows the air to pass through. So before I get started and start making a mess and have Kimberly yell at me, I'm going to be covering the floor vents here and making sure that nothing passes through. There, that should do. So now what I gotta do is take off the rest of the trim that I have around the windows and put those aside, and then get ready to take out the spray foam that's holding the windows in place, as well as the screws, which I'll show you as well. And before I get started, I'd like to go through a couple tools that you're gonna need to take care of this window gig here. So the first thing you're gonna need, and not many people are aware that these exist, are levels. Now, a level is a perfect instrument for keeping things square, or level should I say, so that when you're looking at something, it doesn't look cockeyed. I've been in the trade 20 years, and I know that there are people there that have never seen one of these, and so when you walk into some buildings, you wonder why things are crooked. Next, you're gonna need 2 pry bars. You're gonna need a thinner one like this and a thicker one like that. This one will be for removing the trim around the windows, and this one will be to remove any larger objects and harder objects such as nails that I may find when I'm removing the windows. Next is a hammer, just because you never know, and a drywall saw. Now, you can get away with a razor on this, however I find a drywall saw works much better for cutting out the spray foam that is around the windows. And depending on the window that you're installing, now some are going to be simply a spray foam installation, which these are, and if yours are not, you will need also some 3-inch screws to keep the window in place before you spray foam. And because I've been talking about it, we need spray foam. Now, spray foam is important to get the right kind. Make sure you get the window and door and not just regular spray foam. The reason being is that if you get regular spray foam, it's high expansion, and it will, if you put that in while you're doing either doors or windows, you're gonna have the potential to move in the window jamb or the door frame, and then you're gonna have to cut it all out, because either your door won't close properly, your window won't close properly, or if you have glass in there and you're compressing it too much from either side, you're gonna crack the window as well. So make sure you get low expansion or window and door spray foam when you're doing windows and doors. Alright, like I said, now I'm going to remove all the trim from the rest of the 2 windows that are on this side here, and what I'll be using is my thinner pry bar as well as the hammer, and all you're going to do is just slide it in behind the trim and give it a whack. Hopefully it pops out. Let's see. Alright, now that those are removed, those went actually a lot easier than expected, which was nice. Typically people will caulk around the windows, however this individual didn't, so it made my life easy with both not peeling paint off the wall and having the trim come off in one piece. Now the next thing I have to do is get the spray foam, or essentially get the window out of the wall, which requires cutting the spray foam with a drywall saw, and you may also need a drill of some sort to remove the screws that are holding the current windows in place, depending on what those are. Some may have them, some may not. These ones do, and I'll show you where they would be located. Alright, like I was saying, some windows have a screw that's holding the window in place, as well as the spray foam, and some are just spray foam. This one, on the other hand, it has both, and those screws are usually located in a groove like that. If you're buying new windows nowadays and they're meant to be supported with screws, you will actually see them with pre-drilled holes. These are old solid windows. The vinyl ones will have the pre-drilled ones. I'm not sure about the wooden ones, as I've always stuck with vinyl. So now I'm going to start removing these screws, cutting out the spray foam, and seeing about installing the new ones. So let's get to it. Alright, now that I got the window removed out of here, cleaned everything up, I have to install this window. Now, the only issue with these windows is that I have to screw them from the outside, and then they'll attach to the frame from the outside of the window. And then what you do is you trim off the outside and hide those screws, and then you won't see them after that. So I'm gonna have to go outside and get like a little MacGyver going on here. So don't try this at home, but this will be interesting. Hold on. Alright, well, this is the MacGyver here. I tried to get a 10-foot ladder in here yesterday to get it done, and that didn't really work out. If you want to see it, you'll see it in the bloopers at the end of the video. So I just made a call in, got the big guns to come give me a hand with these windows. Okay. Push out of the top. More. Push out towards me. Hold on. Oh, where's the drill? I can hold it. Where's the drill?
You sure you can hold it?
Yeah.
You have screws?
Yeah, they're right here.
Okay.
Okay, I got it. Push the top out. We can be our own window installers.
No!
Why not?
Hurry up!
I need to drill my ball.
Can you hold it?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, so I'm gonna put this stuff here. You can grab it once I hang on to it. Can you reach it, or do you need me to grab it?
I'm good. I'll be the razor.
What am I gonna have to do?
Once you have all the windows installed and screwed into place, it's time to come in, spray foam everything. I've already taken care of all the windows here. I'm just letting it expand and harden, and just to see if I need to add a little bit more. But that's as far as I'm going to be going with the windows at this point, just because there's some other things we need to do in this room here, such as mudding and taping and painting, and I want to have all that done before I start putting in the window jambs and the trim around. That way when I do go to paint, I can paint right over up to the edge here, and then put my casing around. That way I don't have to worry about cutting anything in after the fact. Thanks for joining me. I'll check you on the next one. Bring that camera up.
I'm right here, Andre.
Oh, sorry.
Which camera?
The one that's on the island, the little GoPro. Spray foam in here, right? Then the
Wow!
oh, a spicy meatball!
That's more than a spicy meatball.
Oh, too bad we don't have a good breeze in here now.